Hi, thank you for joining me. All right, let's get started. I'm setting the oven for 350 and I have a cup of rice and I'm going to pour that in. Which of course, like I always say, if you have or you're cooking for more people, you'll do more than a cup, obviously, but this is just the basic. And I'm just crumbling it up because the rice is cooked already. So it's cold and stuck together. And now I have a cup of beans. This is pinto beans, and they're cooked already as well. They actually were dry beans in the bag, and I cooked them, but you can use any kind of beans you want. And I'm just stirring that all together so it'll be mixed in good. And not, one just sitting right on top of the other. Okay, and when the oven's ready, I'll put that in. Now it's ready, obviously. And I'm going to get that in there. And I'm setting the timer for 20 minutes. And you would do longer if the beans and rice weren't cooked yet. Alright, now that 20 minutes has gone by, I'm going to go ahead and take it out. And I was turning the oven off. Now I'm going to I have some sliced cheese, but you can use whatever kind of cheese you like. And I'm going to put that on top. But of course, if you don't want cheese on top of your beans and rice casserole, then you don't have to. But it was good, by the way. And also, mine was kind of dry. I didn't add enough juice into it because I didn't want it to be too much. But if you want yours not quite so dry, then you would want to add a little more juice. But I didn't want the juice to take up so much room. But just a little FYI there if you want more juice in your casserole. Now I'm going to stick it back in the oven. The oven's off, but it's still hot. So it'll melt the cheese. And I'm going to set the timer for like 6 minutes or less if you want to do less. Just as long as the cheese is melting. Alright, that 6 minutes is up. Just gotta get it out. There you go. That's what it looks like melted on top. And this part is optional, but I am just showing you what it looks like. I took my spoon and I mixed it all in. But you can do that if you want, or you can leave it just melted on top. But either way, it would still be good. And that's just what it looks like all stirred in together. Now I scooted my plate over so I can, and I'm scooting the camera back so you can see. And I'm just gonna get some scooped onto the plate. I guess I could have used a little more cheese, which would help the beans and rice stick together a little more. Although that part I just took out was stuck together more, but I just didn't really want to overdo it with the cheese. And there you go. Hope you give it a try. Thanks.